Hey there, welcome to another episode of CVN's Trial Technique Spotlight. My name is Shane Reed. I'm a trial consultant. I'm an adjunct professor at SMU, and I've written a lot of textbooks on trial skills and deposition skills. Today, I want to focus on opening statement. And I want to look at one of the great trial lawyers in the country, Arash Homampour. And he does a couple things that I really want you to pay attention to so you can also learn to become a great trial lawyer. And here's what he does in his opening statement. He uses photos, videos, and then a very powerful argument as to why the City of Glendale should be held liable for not making a safe crosswalk. And his whole case was about an elderly person who crossed the street, got hit by a car, was killed. But Arash Homampour is saying not only is the driver at fault, but really it's the City of Glendale that was at fault for not making a safe crosswalk. So let's look at an excerpt from this great opening statement, and then I'll have a few comments afterwards.
What you're also going to hear as to this location is this was a marked crosswalk in the 1950s, meaning it previously had striping across the lanes, telling the pedestrian where to cross, reflective striping that a motorist could see, and somewhere between the 50s and the date of this incident in 2018, the lines were either faded or removed. Now, there's no evidence from the City of Glendale explaining why, on the day of the incident, this location was unmarked. There's no safety study saying we decided to have an unmarked crosswalk here. We evaluated the considerations of the pedestrian, we evaluated the considerations from motorists, and we decided it's safe anyways. There's simply no study whatsoever explaining why it's unmarked or explaining why they allowed a pedestrian to cross a street that was 40 miles an hour plus, where the motorist can't see the pedestrian during the daytime with enough time to avoid the collision. Now, if you put this at nighttime, the motorist cannot see, the evidence would show, a pedestrian with enough time to avoid hitting him. And then if you take out the street lights, a motorist absolutely cannot see a pedestrian with enough time to avoid collision. Our expert went out and did a video, driving in lane number 3, which is what Mr. Juror was driving in, to show you what you would see, or could you see, a pedestrian carve out in this location. Let me show you that video. So this shows factually, you have no idea where the crosswalk is. We just passed it. On the left is where that crosswalk is. I'll go back again. Well, let me move forward. So what the experts will explain to you is a motorist driving down the street with no visual cues, no lines, no lights, no signs, nothing, has no clue that a pedestrian may cut in front of them when they're going 40 miles an hour. At 100 feet, right there, you can see on the left is that truncated domes of the crosswalk. And again, that's too late to see a pedestrian to change your behavior to avoid colliding with them. Our experts will explain all of this analysis could have been done before the incident, and that the end result, before this incident, if someone at the City of Glendale had evaluated this location from a safety expert or safety standing, the city would have concluded this is not safe and you need to remove the crosswalk here and not allow crossing. Or if for some reason you do allow crossing here, you need to put up signs, flashing beacons, markings, telling a motorist that a pedestrian may be coming. You'll see there's no study, no evaluation by the city, no explanation for why, in the context of what we're showing you, they allowed people to cross.
I hope you liked that video as much as I did. What was so good about it was that Arash does, I guess, several things that are really powerful. The first thing he does is he explains to the jury that, believe it or not, this used to be a marked pedestrian crosswalk. And for some reason, the City of Glendale never kept it up and let it fade away. And so now it's no longer safe. His picture of the crosswalk is so simple, yet it's so powerful. I mean, who would want to cross there in the daytime much less at nighttime when it's not even marked. So what does he do? He has his expert create a video knowing that he'll play that in opening statement. So he'll get the jury on his side quickly and shows you at night that you can't even begin to see this crosswalk. And then he's got photos from the same expert showing also that you couldn't see the crosswalk in those still images. And then finally, he makes such a powerful argument is that his reasonable explanation and opening statement and then Arash's analysis could have been done by the city of Glendale long before the accident and prevented the tragedy. He's really putting himself in the shoes of the jurors, getting to ask that question, which is, why didn't the city foresee this? And why didn't they do something about it? Because we as jurors can easily see that it was dangerous and pedestrians should not have been allowed to cross there unless there was better signage and markings so that motorists could see it. Well, that's why our Arash Homampour is practicing trial skills at the highest level. I wanted to share this with you. For more great trial lawyers, go to CVN's library and you'll find Arash Homampour and other master trial lawyers there pursuing their craft at the highest level. I'll see you next time.